How's it going, everyone? This is Kevin. Today I wanted to bring you along with me because I wanted to bring up the discussion if more megapixels is better. So let's jump right into it. A lot of people think that having more megapixels is better for the camera, for photography and everything like that, but I wanted to put it to the test today. I'm going to use my A7 III and my A7R III since one of them has the 24 megapixels and one of them has 42 megapixels. I'm going to put it on the tripod and just take the exact same photo with the same focal length and settings, and I'm going to put it with it not cropped in at all and then also cropping it at 100% just to see what it looks like, see how much detail we're losing or not, and see if you even notice a difference. So kind of want to put this to the test and have some fun and just my curiosity, because obviously I have these both cameras. I use this one mainly for photography, this one more for video and photo if I want to just take one camera. So we'll see if megapixels really do matter. So for the first part of the test, we're going to be using my Sony A7R III with the 35 Sigma, and just we're going to take a portrait of Kelsey and see how it looks. One with the R3 and one with the A7 III, and you can be the judge. So I'll take one photo, put it up there, uncropped, and then I'll crop it at 100%, and then I'll do the A7 III uncropped and then 100% cropped in, and then I'll put them side by side and see what you think. So here we go. Obviously, I have the battery grip for the R3, so it might be a little bit higher than the A7 III, but as you can see, I'm just looking into the cropping area anyway, so I'm going to be zooming into the same thing. But here are the photos so you can check them out. I won't be able to see, obviously, the results until I go home and check out the edits and everything, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you see any differences, or are there really not much of a difference right now? Obviously the compression of YouTube doesn't really help, but I'm curious just to see if it's that much of a difference to really have 42 megapixels to 24. I mean, obviously there should be some, because more quality because of the megapixels themselves, more information, but is it really a necessary thing when you're really posting on Instagram and stuff like that? Probably not. But we're gonna do another scenario where I'm gonna take a photo of this building that's across from us and just kind of have the two settings just to see how much we can crop in as well. The same thing, the non-cropped to cropped, and then see how much detail there is. So here we go. There you go, those are the photos side by side and everything to compare. Did you notice a difference? Obviously, I'll give more of my thoughts at the end, back when I'm at the house to check them side by side, but I'm giving you a preview already because I want to see your thoughts. I don't want to keep you waiting along for too long there, but we're going to do a couple more photos just to compare a little bit, and then that way I can go home, edit these, and then give you my perspective of it and see what I think about them as well. So here we go. Alright, so this was just me doing the modeling. We had Kelsey take the lovely photo. So you can kind of see a little bit of, I don't know, just a different photo. We're going to do one last photo of me up close, kind of like a portrait style, where it's more like maybe mid-body, like our shoulders up, and just to kind of then punch in a lot too to compare with that, and then see the difference of those, and then we'll go edit those at home and I can give you my final thoughts. So now that we've taken all the photos, you obviously got to see them before me. I'm gonna go home, check them out, and then let you know my final thoughts once I'm back in my office. So we'll see you soon, and I'll give you an update. Alright guys, so now we're back in my office, and I've gotten to review the photos now myself. Obviously you got to see them before me, so I just want to touch a little bit of base on some of the stuff that I noticed myself. In reality, the megapixels really weren't that much of a difference when it came to the photos with exporting and everything like that, in all honesty. The good thing about it is obviously for the crop ratio, obviously when you crop in, you do have a little bit more quality because it has more of those megapixels, so when you crop in, it still retains a little bit more information. So with that said, it's pretty good to have those extra megapixels if you're a lot more into photography. So for example, with my A7 III, it has 24 megapixels. The reason why this is a great hybrid camera is because of the low megapixel count, also enough megapixels for photography, because like the A7S III, it has 12 megapixels, so that it's really good for low light. My A7 III is still very good for low light, obviously won't compare to the A7S III, but with that said, that's why you have that lower resolution in the megapixels, so that it has better for video in that hybrid scenario. My A7R III, for the more megapixels count, obviously for low light situations, it's not the most ideal. Theoretically, obviously I haven't put it to the test as much, but in reality that's one of the reasons why, at least from everything that I've looked into. With that said, I mean, it really isn't that much of a difference that you need all the megapixels for that. I like to have the Sony A7R III mainly for photography, just in case I do need to be cropping in for client work, so it doesn't lose that much quality itself. You can use it more for printing and everything like that too, if you know you're going to be doing more printing. But you don't always need more megapixels, because if you're just uploading to social media, for example, it doesn't matter because it's going to get compressed no matter what. So even if you crop in quite a bit, obviously don't crop in all the way where it loses all the quality, but cropping in just a bit still saves you enough like information in the photo to be able to just get a really good photo, especially shooting raw, which you should be doing, and shooting uncompressed raw. So that helps out to have better quality for your photos. One last thing that I think that this is mainly for the point is, look at the difference in prices with cameras with more megapixels than not. The Sony A7 III right now is about $1,800 most of the time on sale, and the A7R III is for on average like $2,200 to $2,500 depending where you get it from, and the R4 is like $3,200 on sale right now or something like that, because the new announcement of the A7S III. So it is a lot of money difference. So if you're not really sure that you want to do videos and photography, or if you're only wanting to do more photography, then invest into maybe a little bit more megapixels, but you be the judge of it. See how you feel about it. I mean, did you notice that much of a difference? Does it really make sense to invest that much money into a bigger body of megapixels in the price range? That's all up to you, and that's the point of this video, for you to decide, do you think more megapixels matter? But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with a friend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So see ya.